The natural scale, as we know, consists of the major and minor key. It also consists of 5 others. Just as there are 7 notes in the natural scale, there are 7 modes as well. They are the Aeolian, Locrian, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, and Mixolydian. A mode is another name for a scale. When playing the natural scale, we know that if our focus is on the A note, or in other words, we make A our root note, we are playing the minor scale. Technically, this natural scale, A to A, is called the Aeolian mode. Here is a list of each mode in the natural scale. The natural scale A to A is called the Aeolian mode. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. The natural scale B to B is called the Locrian mode. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. The natural scale C to C, which we know is our major scale, is also called the Ionian mode. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The natural scale D to D is called the Dorian mode. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. The natural scale E to E is called the Phrygian mode. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. The natural scale F to F is called the Lydian mode. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And the natural scale G to G is called the Mixolydian mode. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are technical definitions, and that is why I've saved them for this part of the video. In one sentence, it can be summed up to this: all 7 modes equal 1 natural scale. So you have been playing all 7 modes since the beginning of this video. We'll study more on modes after we learn to change keys. When someone refers to the key of C, they are referring to the natural scale, or C major, or C Ionian scale. When someone refers to the key of A, they are referring to the key of A major or A Ionian. A major is the C to C natural scale pattern, or scale degrees, but applied to the A note as the root. The distance between notes can be measured with whole steps and half steps. A whole step is equal to 2 frets on the guitar. A half step is equal to 1 fret. When you want to change the key of a scale or a song, just apply the same pattern of whole steps and half steps to the key you wish to play in. For example, the C natural major scale from root to root is made of a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and a half step. The 6th note of each major scale is the minor root note. So if you remember from the beginning of this course, in the key of C, A is the relative minor root note. Will apply to any key of music, regardless of what key it is, A, B, C, D, or any other key. This whole step, half step, whole, half formula will always make a major scale. So if we move from C as our root note up 1 fret to the D flat note and apply the same scale formula, we are now playing a D flat major scale. If we move up 1 more fret and apply the same formula, we are in the key of D. The next note on the 6th fret of the 3rd string is an E flat note. So this is the key of E flat, or the E flat The 7th fret of the 3rd string brings us to an E note, or an E major scale. The 8th fret is F. The 9th fret is F sharp. The 10th fret is G. The 11th fret is G sharp. The 12th fret is A. The 13th fret is B flat. The 14th fret is B. And the 15th fret is the C octave. I'd also like to demonstrate that some of these patterns repeat in the open position as well. For example, the 12th fret was an A note. Our 3rd string open is an A note. So if we apply the same formula of half steps and whole steps, we have an A major scale. Applied to the 1st fret, we have another way to play our B flat major scale. The 2nd fret is B, and as we know, the 3rd fret is C. You now know the Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian scales, or modes, in every key and every position on the guitar. Remember, the fretboard repeats itself after the 12th fret. Also, these modes derive from the natural scale patterns, so when you convert the natural scale to numbers or scale degrees, instead of C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you now call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8 or 1 again for the octave. You can then convert the modes to fit in the key that you wish to play in. For example, when you were playing the natural scale D to D or 2 to 2, you were playing the Dorian mode. If you change to the key of G and play A to A or 2 to 2, you are playing the A Dorian mode. Try experimenting with different modes in place of the major and minor scales. For example, you might like the sound of A Dorian over an A minor chord. Or, since the F chord is made up of the notes F, A, and C, try A Dorian over an F. Since C is part of the F chord, try C Locrian over an F. You can also mix these up in a rhythm progression. One measure, you might go from an F chord to an F major run. next measure, you might go from F to an A Dorian run. Then from F to a C Dorian run. Experiment with all of the modes. Then, once you get familiar with what works best for you, mix in your favorite techniques and applications. Let's run through all of the modes applied to C as our root. As a bonus, I've added a master modes chart using the 7 universal scale positions which we have learned in section 3 of this video. Notice the fingerings are the same. The only difference is the initials of each mode, or rather mode root, have been added to the note charts. You can view this full-size master modes chart in the stills section of this video. While modes can really enhance your playing, don't worry too much if you don't grasp the concept right away. I've witnessed many bassists dive headfirst into the study of modes only to forget the big picture of why they started playing bass in the first place: to make music and have fun doing it. Known widely as the blues or rock scale, the pentatonic scale consists of the same notes as the natural scale, less the 4th and 7th scale degrees. So for our root, we still have the C, the D, E, we skip the F note and go to the G, A, skip the B note and go to the C. The step pattern for the pentatonic scale is whole, whole, 1.5 or 3 frets, whole, and 1.5. Applied to the C, it looks like this. Just like the natural scale, for the major pentatonic scale, use the C, or first scale note, as your root. For the minor pentatonic scale, use the A as your root. For your reference, the minor pentatonic scale is 1.5 whole, whole, 1.5 whole. Applied to an A note, it looks like this. Again, the C major pentatonic scale and the A minor pentatonic scale both share the same notes. It's your focus on the root note that changes the quality or emotion of the song. For example, if I play a riff and I end on a C note, it sounds bright or happy, maybe a country or a major blues sound. If I play the same group of notes and end on A, it might sound bluesy or kind of sad. Scale is so widely used in popular music, this next section is going to combine the different positions of the pentatonic scale with some of the techniques and applications we have learned so far throughout this video. In one way, this will test your memory of all the tricks and techniques we have learned so far, and it will also act as an example of how you can apply tricks and techniques to the exotic and cultural scales to come. Theory of practice. Many of these scales come from different cultures around the world. While there is no popular form or theory of practice in using these in popular music styles, they still find their way into the mainstream from time to time. When exploring these scales, try adding them to songs and progressions you already play. While they may not always work, you will find some amazing phrases to add to your bass guitar playing. Space on this DVD hasn't allowed us to play each scale in all of the musical keys or play each scale with the extensive techniques and applications found in the first half of this video. However, you should at this stage be comfortable with applying this yourself and even coming up with creations of your own. If you do need the extra guidance required to take these exotic scales a step further, please visit mjspublications.com/moretsta.php. There you will find updates about products that will continue your bass guitar training and the total scales, techniques, and applications method beyond the scope of this DVD. For this section on exotic scales, I will play the scale from root to octave, ascending, then descending. Instead of a minor scale is very unique because it takes our minor and incorporates a major sixth instead of a minor sixth and a major seventh instead of a minor seventh. It is also unique because some styles of music play it differently on the descent as they do on the ascent. In classical music, it's common to play the melodic minor ascending and then play the natural minor descending. However, in popular music, there are many styles that will play the melodic minor both ascending and descending. My name is Mark John Sternal, and I've enjoyed sharing with you on bass guitar, total scales, techniques, and applications.